Maiden in the map. Here's the place. Stand still. She is not hard to find. Speed has spread a lacework of lanes over the Amazon curves of my lover. Turns on waking. Her legs are crossed at Whitefriars. Her hip rests on Greyfriars Gate. And the wall at Gosford Street runs a hand along her ass. Then she slackens, Fleet Street's leather bond, strapping one breast to a necklace of rivers, saying St. Michael's is her navel, but a school throngs at her heart. And reclines below me on a throw of the Child's Lawn Meadows, where I am busy as the samphire gatherer hanging with basket to a chalk cliff. The folio not yet printed. Upstairs, your mingle-mangle, leathery books, fingertip soft pages, and your voice at last. They that furl all bore through pearls. In the vault, handwriting craves long swaying lines uncurling, yellow like bark the parchment shows. To eye a woman wiftly as having a wanton desire to her, stone heads, scratched names, scripts neat, crabbed, broke, lurcher or devourer, the slit or twist in the neb of a pen, a life preserved in a lexicon, Latino Anglicae Paralipomena, hoary, full of grey hairs, the pan seethes and wallops. God send you many scholars to bubble or cast up bubbles as urine in the urinal mine, inward and hollow writhing, the hair crisp curled artificially, wax lither and heartless, the peddler or one that hucketh when in anger teeth dash, gnash one another. Usher, found you. Jeffrey Woods Cross, now a scruffy roundabout where African children go shiny in red uniforms and Hezekiah is painted the traffic light colours of Jamaica. Then stepping out of the archives to retrace your walk home among the swine herds of Swan Lane from the old free school by the learning zone. 400 years, and a stone's throw from my house. The squall's bite is in the grey air. Light pools like yolk at Cook Street gate, squat as its elephant. Pomegranates and coriander on the wriggling street. Knots of curds, the students garishly dressed. They do not see half-wild pigs drinking a Swanswell pool. In a painting by Van der Poel, elixir veining throats and spines with gold. This city will ignore my book for you as it ignored your books in turn. Your herbarium, the pasture, the sheltering elms and willows, the outlying schoolrooms pulled down, and a street named after clubfoot Hales run over the meadow, over your house in Victorian boom time. The damp-spotted library used already for kindling. A work on the Egyptian hieroglyphics. A manuscript of Lydgate's Occleve's poems gilded and painted. The works of St. Ignatius, the works of St. Chrysostom, Livy's works, the works of Luther and Melanchthon, the works of King James and Peter Charon on wisdom, the four evangelists in Saxon and English, the treasures of the Latin language, ecclesiastical music written on parchment around the time of King Edward IV, a manuscript of Irish poetry, Lambert's perambulations in Kent, 100 versions of the Lord's Prayer, a specimen of the same prayer in 40 languages, with other books in the Spanish, Italian, French, Russian, Belgian, Welsh and Irish languages, and 2 ancient wooden calendars, Plutarch's Lives, the monk of Bury's translation, Dante, the commentary of Sansovinus, the Holy Bible in vellum, above 500 years old. The Renaissance flush down the sewer. Waiting, waiting. Waiting, 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 waiting. The Stony librarian and the Elfin librarian to agree on a policy for surrendering your early editions. Waiting for money for the train to London for your dictionary of 7,000 English phrases. Waiting where the river hunts beneath the verges, where the school's flank stretches boat-like above the Ramla takeaway. Down by the hand car wash, by the Techno Club, back of the Motor Museum, high corrugated fence only, but green fists, clenched around a hoarding garden, yours I ask in a pub, bordering on the yards, the Rue Lane tenements you'll occupy with Magdalene Carpenter at the end. The entry of the neighbours ask next door. Waiting for Mr. Khan, Corngalant and Pinstripe, the chipboard, the hatch, the padlocks, not his and not the council's. Christians, they have their cathedral, now they want an overflow church. I need to keep my premises clean, the meat halal. We worship same God, but Muslims prepare food differently. I can't cook next to a church. I ask them, make it safe for 200 Muslims. I will turn it into a mosque. I send in volunteers, clean out the pigeons and the mouse. They say we'll meet 3 months after, Mr. Khan, nothing. At street level, the grills are worn to lace. A crack runs up the rib of the old chapel heart, wide as my arm, and as I lean to listen, sand crumbles like empires under my hand.